Grottu Orloff wanted to show you this tree here. This tree was cut in such a way that it really looks like, I've shown it to you before, but this time it's a Sunday afternoon. I can kind of stop and show you. I don't think they had any idea when they cut that tree they were going to make it look like someone flipping you off. But I just think that's cool to have a tree that flips off every person that drives by. It's a beautiful fall. Looks like a battleground here. A bunch of dead inflatable Christmas figures. Yeah, it's December 6th. There was a big Trump rally last night in Georgia. Look at all these leaves falling here in Grottuville. Heading over to Maguitos. That's one of our favorite Mexican restaurants. And here's the house with all the flags, man. Oh, I love this house. Oh, there's one of those Amazon Prime vans. Oh my gosh. I remember the first time I saw one of those. It's like, oh no. We're going to squeeze out completely all the mom and pop businesses. Yes, indeed.
Ever presented in the United States of America, and it's finally going to happen this Sunday. Fremont Raceway, the East versus West Funny Car Field Racer Wheel Standard Rocket Championship, featuring a lineup of superstars that reach like the who's who of motorsports. First the funny,
Let's see what this church says. God's love has no limit. I always like to read there. They have little fortune cookie kind of things on their marquee. Well, yellow, oh shit, I'm running a red light on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Horrible. Well. This little cheesesteak thing used to be a photo mat. You know, they used to, those of you that are older remember that you used to have to get your pictures developed. You didn't have everything digital, and this was a little photo mat in the middle of what used to be a nice shopping center, and they've converted it into a Philly cheesesteak kind of stand. And it was the first time I ever had a Philly cheesesteak was here at this stand. That shit, motherfucker. And it's really good. Shit. Oh, yes. Well, here we come to this delicious restaurant. Maguitos. Also, we also call it the Mean Lady Restaurant because the owner's a little bit mean. Yeah. Los Maguitos Restaurant. If you're ever in Grottuville, they have gorditas and hamburguesa and al carbone and carne asada and quesadilla de chivo and tripias de al pastor and menudo gorditas and sopes tiacos and barbacoa de borrego and chorizo de cerdo and conchita pibil. Conchita Pibil. Yes, I used to know someone named Conchita Pibil years ago. Motherfucker. Well, I gotta put on my little face diaper because I have to be a real American. A slave. There's a guy, real nice guy, you know, that he's a record collector and he has a YouTube channel and he goes and looks for old 45 records, rare ones, and then drives all around. And sometimes he'll be going into an antique store or on his channel, and he'll be putting on his mask. He likes to do that very makes a big show of putting his mask on. He'll say, "Well, putting on my mask, well, I guess that makes me a bad guy." Because he's real. He's very proud of his mask wearing. Wears a shirt that says science and all that, you know how that goes. But he's still a nice guy, even though he's bought into the flu fad. Let's see. Yeah, this used to be a nice shop once upon a time. Now it's filled with all shoes, $6.97, and Dollar Tree, and Lavanderia, which is Spanish for washing trees. I'll take you on in. I'll put you in my pocket. So I'll be back. Authentic Mexican music playing in there. Today they had some kind of horrible, sounds like New Kids on the Block kind of music playing. Probably get a copyright strike for that. Well, shit. So I'm gonna go, once I have this meal, I'm gonna go upstairs at the house and start getting these comics organized. I think I'll bingo along with that. You can watch me alphabetize. Am I holding this upside down? Oh my gosh. It's like I asked Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. Do you remember this? Because he grew up in San Antonio, and I was in San Antonio from 65 to 69, and then from 73 to 75. And in 1973, or thereabouts, in 3rd grade, a local station in San Antonio brought Star Trek back. Right about the time, maybe it was 74, right about the time that the cartoon, the animated series started, they brought back the live action show. And right when they brought it back, the popularity of Star Trek exploded, I guess nationwide. So I guess there was a syndication package, and stations all over the U.S. must have started putting Star Trek on their local TV lineups. So anyway, and then the model kits were re-released, and they put out a Romulan bird of prey. I remember one of the local San Antonio hobby shops had a waiting list for these model kits that were coming out. And I remember I got the Klingon battle cruiser and all that, and it was molded in black plastic, which was kind of disappointing, because I didn't really know how to paint shit back then. So anyway, the cool thing is, I asked him, do you remember, just moving the camera upside down made me remember this. For about a month or so before they brought Star Trek back, they had ads on this local station. They said, Star Trek is coming! And they had filmed a little commercial using a Star Trek model and a star field, and they had the Star Trek, they had the Enterprise coming towards you. and they'd film that. But the thing is, they had the Enterprise upside down. Like whoever was filming it thought that they'd never seen Star Trek, so they were they filmed the model coming at you upside down. Now, I guess there is no up or down in outer space, so in theory that's actually correct. But anyway, it was just, people were outraged. Just got the Enterprise upside down on your commercial, promoting Star Trek coming back in syndication, and so then they made a new commercial where the Enterprise is coming at you upside down, and then it turns around and rights itself, and they said something, they made some little comment. I don't remember, because it's been 50 years. But I've been, if any of you grew up in San Antonio and are about my age, maybe you remember that. I don't know what channel it was that ran Star Trek, but what they would do is they would run Star Trek. Now, right when you got home, I guess I got out at 3:30 from Regency Place Elementary, and then Star Trek, I think, started at 4, probably with enough time for the news to come on at 5, and then they'd run Star Trek through probably the whole, they'd run it for a couple of months, and then they'd put on Lost in Space and run that for a couple of months. Then they'd put on Star Trek. They would alternate Star Trek with Lost in Space. And of course, I love Lost in Space too, but I like Star Trek more. And there were always the arguments on the playground about whether Star Trek or Lost in Space were better. And Lost in Space, had the potential to be something. It could have been something superbly great, but I think the over-reliance on Dr. Smith and in trying to make it more campy, a little too campy, like Batman that was on ABC, the rival network. Well, I've returned, so now it's time to eat a ham and cheese quesadilla, and I'm not sure what my wife ordered. She called in and ordered it. Let's see what the... Let's see what we got. Shit. Put this sign here. Somebody's lost a cat named Archie. Last seen at home October 5th, 2020. That's really sad. Hopefully they will find that cat. So got these flags flying, but if Biden does get in, they may have to come down.